Our project is over cell structure. In 1830, Schleiden and Schwann, German scientists, concluded that all living organisms are made of cells. This forms the basis of the cell theory of biology.
The three parts of the cell theory is first, all organisms are composed of cells. Second, cells are the basic unit of life. And lastly, cells are made up by the division of pre-existing cells. This is known as mitosis.
The book definition of mitosis is splitting one cell into two separate cells. They have an equal number of chromosomes and is an asexual reproduction.
Anything smaller than a cell is not considered living. Organisms can either be single-celled or quite complex, such as human beings. Cells are made up of smaller pieces called macromolecules and organelles. The main purpose of a cell is to organize. Each cell part has a different purpose or responsibility.
There are two types of cells, prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Prokaryotes do not contain a nucleus and is the earliest cell type. The prefix pro means before and the root word karyon means nucleus. This explains how it got its name.
The second type of cell is a eukaryote. Unlike the prokaryote, it does contain a nucleus. Its prefix eu means true. As explained earlier, karyon means nucleus. This is basically saying that it contains a nucleus.
Both of these cells have a cell wall, plasma membrane, cytoplasm, ribosomes, and nuclear material.
These are the parts of the prokaryote cell. The capsule is the outer protective layer. The cell wall is the structure that helps bacterium maintain its shape, and the plasma membrane separates the cell from the environment around it.
The mesosome is the infolding of the plasma membrane. The nucleoid is the region where naked DNA is found, and the cytoplasm is the semi-fluid cell interior. This is the location of the ribosomes for protein synthesis.
These are the parts of the eukaryote cell. The cytoskeleton is the flexible tubular scaffold of microfilaments. It maintains cell shape and provides support. The cilia is involved in the movement of the cell. It is short, numerous, and complex.
The nucleus contains all of the DNA of the cell. The nucleolus is in the nucleus and is involved in the synthesis and assembly of the ribosomes.
The endoplasmic reticulum is the extensive membranous network. The smooth endoplasmic reticulum lacks ribosomes, unlike the rough endoplasmic reticulum.
The Golgi apparatus is flattened vesicles in stacks. It receives proteins from the endoplasmic reticulum.
Lysosomes are only in animal cells and contain enzymes for use in hydrolytic breakdown of macromolecules.
Peroxisomes degrade fatty acids and amino acids.
The vacuole is the storage space in the center of plant cells. It breaks down macromolecules, stores ions, sugars, amino acids, and toxic waste, and also maintains cell rigidity.
The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. It contains DNA that codes for proteins and ribosomes.
The ribosomes facilitate the specific coupling of transfer RNA anticodons with messenger RNA codons during protein synthesis.
We are using an analogy to compare an eukaryotic animal cell to an amusement park.
We are comparing these because, like an eukaryotic cell, an amusement park is complex, busy, and has many different things going on within its walls.
The protein is all the people visiting the park.
The main gate is like the cell membrane because it controls who enters and exits.
The central office is like the nucleus because it runs the park and hires the workers to do their jobs.
The land of the park is like the cytoplasm.
The vending machines and concession stands would be the vacuole in a cell. This is because it stores the food and drinks which provides the energy.
The security guards are like the cell wall. They protect the park and people from any harm.
The electric controls can be compared to the mitochondria because it gives off energy and is the power.
The roller coasters in the park are much like the endoplasmic reticulum because it transports proteins throughout the cell. In this case, it would transport the people around the park. The cilia is the grease on the roller coasters, which helps the movement of the rides.
The park map is the chromosomes. They both contain all of the information.
The park manager keeps everything running so it is easily compared to the ribosomes.
The trash cans and lysosomes go together because they both rid of waste.
At the park, the gift shop wraps and packages gifts out of the park similar to what a Golgi apparatus does in a cell. It packages proteins for transport out of the cell.